Hey guys, I'm going to be promoting my new podcast, The Way Back, here for the next few weeks. Very excited. It's going to drop every Thursday beginning January 4th right here on my YouTube channel. You don't need to subscribe anywhere else. We'll work on getting it out there. Wherever you get podcasts, it will be available, but you can watch video for sure right here on YouTube. Yes, I'm continuing the HoneyDew. It's just in addition to that. It's something fun, something a little different. Going back to my roots in podcasting a little bit. So I'm excited for it. It's called The Way Back, and it's just a nostalgia podcast, sitting back on that station wagon back seat, the one that looked out in traffic, you know, that's the one, the best seat in the house, talking about growing up and, you know, just laughing and having some good times. You're going to get The Way Back on Patreon, also a day early. You're going to get it ad-free as well. I'm really excited for this show. I really am. It got a great response when we dropped that first teaser, and our first guest to kick off is Tom Segura. So it's going to be a great one. We've got a bunch of them in the can already. You're going to see Mark Norman, Jim Gaffigan, Joe List. They're all on there. All right. So make sure you're already subscribed, and here's a little taste for you.
I remember growing up, we were terrible kids. My brother was a bit of a pyro. We used to take G.I. Joes and we would tape bottle rockets. We did the mailbox baseball. We're shooting BB guns. Roman candle fights. My mom didn't like anybody. She didn't even like her own kids. These are wire neighborhoods. I didn't have a curfew or a house. I was all JUCO, bro. There was a dog chasing us. She was a drag queen. Microfiche. Nolan Ryan, that fastball. Boom, right in my brother's face. Yeah, those were the days.
The HoneyDew with Ryan Sickler.
Welcome back to the HoneyDew, y'all. We're over here doing it in the Night Pants Studios. I am Ryan Sickler, RyanSickler.com, Ryan Sickler on all your social media. And I'm going to start this episode like I start them all, y'all. Thank you. Thank you for supporting this show, whether you've been here or whether you're new here. Thank you very much. Subscribe to the YouTube. It absolutely helps the show. All right. Continue to support the special, guys. Thank you very much. Going to be promoting it forever. I learned that from Tyler, the Creator. You promote at least for a year. That's what he said. And that's what we're going to do. So you can also get that special in audio form out there everywhere you get your audio. Look, and if you got to have more of this show, then you got to have the Patreon. That's what we're here doing this episode. The Patreon is called The HoneyDew with y'all, and it's this show with y'all. And we highlight the lowlights with y'all. And as you're about to see, y'all have some of the wildest fucking stories I've ever heard in my life. And I love my job, and I love those of you out there who have submitted and shared and bared your souls. If you or someone you know has a story that has to be heard, please submit it to honeydewpodcast@gmail.com. Hopefully we get to do an episode together. All right. Now, I want to make an announcement right here on this episode. Again, the new podcast called The Way Back. It's going to be dropping every Thursday on YouTube. Go subscribe now. We've got so many episodes banked, this guest here included. It's going to be a new fun show that I think you guys are going to dig. Just a little trip down memory lane with some fun guests. All right. And if you're still looking for another podcast to listen to, go listen to my old podcast, The Crab Feast. That library did over 1.1 million downloads in a year on a new RSS feed. That fucking community is alive and well. So thank you, Feasters. This guest here today, again, you got to go hear his episodes as well. All right. Now that's the biz. Come out for dates on the road. Just go to RyanSickler.com. You'll see all of them there. All right. Now, you know what we're doing here. We're highlighting the lowlights. I always like to say these are the stories behind the storytellers. Today, I'm very excited to have this guest on. What we're going to do today, though, is kick back a little bit again like we do and take a break from our trauma and show you a little bit about what my Patreon's all about and some of our favorite moments. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Josh Wolf.
What's going on, man?
Josh Wolf.
Listen, I cannot wait I was telling you outside, I cannot wait to see these videos.
And I cannot wait to see your reactions. Because we got some doozies for you this time, bro. That's all.
They're always so good. My wife asked me, she was like, is this that podcast you go on where you look at gross stuff? I'm like, that's exactly what it is. Yeah. This is why. She's like, that's why you fly down. I'm like, yeah. I'm not flying in just to see some normal ass regular shit.
No, this is your lane, bro. This is your lane. You're the guy. And before we get started on all these wonderful stories, please plug and promote everything and anything Josh Wolf.
ComedianJoshWolf.com for tour dates. Coming up, I'll be in Phoenix New Year's Eve at Stand Up Live. And Adam Ray is doing that weekend with me.
Is he?
Yeah.
All right.
So it's going to be a really fun weekend. So if you're in Phoenix and you're looking for something to do, it's gonna be a good time. Also, my son Jacob will be there. Speaking of my son Jacob, we do a podcast called Hey Man. That's with 3 A's. You can find we decided to spell it the way I say it, and so you can find it wherever you get your podcast or subscribe to it on YouTube. It's a real fun podcast, man, and he and I are having a really good time. We talk about just about everything. From real serious, kind of heavy father-son stuff to really, he almost talked me into buying a mini cow a couple of weeks ago.
Wait, I didn't even know there were mini cows.
Neither did I. I was like, yeah, I want one of those.
What's the max a mini cow gets?
It's still, I think, around 400 or 500 pounds.
Oh, okay. It's not like a fucking
it's not
a little
it's
goat
not like
or
your
some
dog.
shit.
No,
I thought it'd be like a goat size.
For a cow is mini.
Yeah, I guess
and it starts pretty mini, but then the poops, anything that's 500 pounds.
So it's like a calf size, but it's full, like big.
Yeah, it's kind of meaty. Mm-hmm. It's a little meatier than a calf, which I like. But they're cute as fuck, dude.
Are they?
So Jacob was like, you should get a mini cow. I was like, let me take a look at it. And when I saw it, I was like, I might have to have a mini cow. Are you kidding me right now? That fucking
in Vegas, that cow's gonna be hamburger in 5 motherfucking minutes.
It's gonna just cook out there.
It's just gonna cook itself out there.
Throw some cheese on me. Throw some cheese on me. I'm gonna name that cow Slider.
Yeah, that's great. Well, I'm very excited to have you here for
happy to be here.
This episode that we like to do. It's nice. It's nice to sit back and not boo-hoo about our bullshit for a little while and share stories from real people out there, what's really going on. This is what's on the Patreon, all right? So I've started this, I don't know what we're on now, a couple years ago, and the stories that come out, you hear me say it in the introduction, like whatever. I'm telling you, the stuff we hear here is unlike anything I've ever heard.
Yeah, you know what else? These shows always make me feel better about my life.
100%, dude.
I'm like, I didn't wake up under a bridge with missing limbs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That poor guy got run over by a train.
Yeah.
That's on the last episode. He did.
So I was like, things are pretty good. I woke up, all my digits,
right.
all my limbs, everything.
After I leave this show, sometimes I take my headphones off and I walk outside and I take a deep breath and I'm like, I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah,
I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah.
So let's get into it. First clip here. This is from episode 147. This is a kid called Craig Conowall. I hope I'm pronouncing your name properly, Craig. Craig had to have a double lung transplant. Okay, so Craig's born with cystic fibrosis.
Okay.
And basically what they tell him is this is what you're dealing with, and you're good on these lungs till maybe your mid-40s. I'm right around there. And then you're going to have to get a lung transplant. Okay, but he has to go in for this medical procedure, and they fuck his lungs up. And when he comes out of it, they're like, remember that 40 years? You got to get it now. And you need a double lung transplant. So now he has to get in line. That line is forever. And also he tells us that like the tests to get someone's lungs into your body, it was like 8 hours a day for a week. Okay. So to get a match, a double lung transplant match is like 1 in a billion. It's a legit lotto ticket. He's in the hospital and some lady through a friend of a friend hears that he's in the hospital. And this woman says, my son is in the hospital and he's terminal and he's passing. Why don't we just see if their lungs are a match? And then he gets this phone call.
I get home, I give him a call, and he goes, Craig, we got a young man here who's passing away, and his mom knows about you, knows about you, and wants to give you the lungs. I'm like, what? Fuck. I'm like, what do you mean she wants to give me the lungs? I'm like, no, I have to be a match. Doesn't that take like a while? I'm not even on the list yet. He goes, dude, it's 100% match.
Get
which
out
is
of
like,
here.
It's like one in a, I don't know, man, one in a couple million. I mean, Jesus Christ.
So now he's got lungs instantly. Doesn't have to wait in line. He's got lungs. So they have a successful surgery. And then, of course, the parents of this kid want to meet him. They want to meet the boy whose their child's lungs saved this kid's life.
Yeah.
And he's torn. He, of course, wants to, but also like, I feel guilty that I'm alive, breathing and talking to you with your son's lungs.
Yeah, I can see that.
So he reluctantly meets the parents and everything. And as he's hanging out with the friends and stuff, they're like, God, you're identical to him. You're so much like him. You got to meet his girlfriend. He's like, that's the person I don't want to meet. I don't want to meet his girlfriend. They're like, you got to meet his girlfriend. And everyone keeps telling it, including his donor's parents. Like, you got to meet her. You got to meet her. So they meet. And he reluctantly meets her. And then they slowly start talking. And they slowly start hanging out. Okay. And then this happens.
And I pick her up at her best friend's house. We go for a ride, and we're on that bike for like 6-7 hours, like everywhere. Like, we traveled everywhere around the area. Brian, we must have did like, I don't know, like 70, 80 miles that day on the bike nonstop. One day we're in her neighborhood. We're stopped at a red bike.
They were on a tandem bike?
And I just hear her go.
They're on a motorcycle.
Oh. I thought they were. I was like,
you got the lungs for that.
I was like, these new lungs are really working.
Yeah, dude. You got to break them in, you know what I'm saying? You just want a motorcycle, get a lot of wind coming down them first, you know? They're new, you know what I'm saying? They're new to him.
What a weird first date, 70 miles on a tandem bike. All right. That makes more sense.
So they're on a motorcycle, and now they pull up to a stoplight, okay? And he hears her say, oh, shit.
We're stopped at a red light, and I just hear her go, oh, shit. And she just goes like this and ducks her head. And my dumb ass goes like that and looks the other way. And it was my donor's parents in their car. And they know my motorcycle is bright red. And his mom just is staring as she goes by. And I'm not wearing a helmet. She's deadlocked me right here. Just stared at me. Laser beam eyes. And I just go, oh, what are we going to do? Just I'm like, maybe she didn't know it was me. Maybe she just saw a motorcycle and she just turned her head. Well, I'm like, let's pull over. We got to pull over. We pull over. My donor's girlfriend phone blowing up. And she was her. She knows it was us, and she's not happy. She's not about it.
So
the parents didn't know that they knew they had met, or didn't?
They encouraged them to meet and speak and talk. And they did. But he reluctantly was like, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
I'm telling you all, I'm here meeting all of his friends, his family. I don't want to do that. And they were like, you need to. You should. So he did. They start talking. Now they're starting to get a little bit close, and they're on this motorcycle, and they're riding around. They pull up, and he doesn't have a fucking helmet on. And that's a little bit cavalier, if I'm going to be honest. We just got some brand new lungs. You ain't getting a new head. You know what I'm saying? Throw a helmet on those lungs. Okay. You got new lungs.
Yo. The mom.
But the mom, boom. You know what else strikes me about that? He said her parents. And he goes, and the mom, but he puts his hands on the wheel. So mom's driving. Mom's driving dad. And mom looks over and sees him.
Slow turn. Yeah. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what? Okay. They've just gone on a motorcycle ride up to this point?
They've talked on the phone extensively. That's how it all started. There's a lot of phone talking and getting to know one another. And then, like, hey, we should do this. And he purposely picks her up at her girlfriend's house because they live in the same area. And he's very concerned about being spotted like this.
Yeah.
And then it fucking happens. Okay? So now check this out. This is what I love about this show, Craig. You're born with cystic fibrosis. At age 23, you have a procedure where they fuck you up, and now 3 years later, way earlier than should have been, you have to have a double lung transplant. You find an identical donor through a friend of a friend. You go straight to fucking number one, which might be the first time in history anyone's ever had double lung transplant done this way. And then you marry your donor's girlfriend.
Yeah, it's like a movie. It really is. It's incredible. It's amazing how it all turned out. But yeah, we're married.
Listen to this.
And she's pregnant with our daughter. We have a daughter due in May.
Did they invite the mom to the wedding? I gotta know. You gotta at least send the invite.
We'll follow up.
What? Yo,
stole this dude's lungs and his girlfriend, bro. And now it's his wife, and they're having a baby. Listen, this guy gets a lung lotto ticket and fucking ends up marrying the donor's girlfriend, having a child together with them. And we're making history on this pot. We're starting with history making episodes.
Do you think she ever said, "I know those lungs are the same. Now let me see that dick"?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Oh man, do you believe it? Wow, that was great.
Amazing.
That's a great way to start. Listen, it's a great way to start.
What are the odds?
It's going downhill from here. It's going down.
What are the odds like that? There's so many crazy.
It's like so many things need to line up to get a double lung transplant done in your body. And he's like, well, what? And it's going to take years of research to find this person. They're like, nah, this kid down the hall basically is your match. And his mom kind of knows who you are and wants to give you the lungs.
And his girlfriend looks pretty good, just in case you're interested. That's crazy. That is like, you know why I love that story, man? Because I like to believe in things like that. That when you think something can't happen, here it is.
Here's your miracle.
But then then to add on grabbing the girl, that is like, and I think the mom driving by is maybe one of the best movie scenes of all time.
Yeah, for sure.
Just that slow drive.
For sure. Hard looking right. Dude, listen, that's a great episode. His name was Craig. Craig.
I do want to talk to Craig about his camera angle too.
Yeah.
See, we just need to lift that one up for him just a little bit.
Listen, man, we give Craig a pass because this is a Christmas episode, y'all. You're seeing what happens.
That was a Christmas miracle.
Great Christmas miracle to start off with. Now, I would say this is also a miracle, this one here, too. She's one of my favorite, and I've got a lot of them, but she's one of my favorite guests we've had on here. This is from episode 158. This young lady's named Erin Cobb. Erin Cobb was the unfortunate victim of an attempted murder-suicide in 2011.
Come on.
The dude she was married to at the time was abusing the shit out of her, stalking her, and she wanted to get away. So she's over at her mom's house, and then he shows up at mom's house. And this is what happens.
He starts jawing, and I'd heard it so many times. And my mom peeked her head out the door. She said, "Erin, you need to get inside." I said, "Mom, I'll be there in 1 minute." And he kept on. And I looked at him and I said, "We both deserve a chance to be happy." And he said something to me that I can't remember. And then he pulled a Glock out of his waistband and shot me twice and then shot himself in the head.
Okay. This dude pulls a Glock out, shoots her. And
where? Do you know?
She's about to tell us.
Okay.
And kills himself. Okay. You can go ahead and play this next clip.
As soon as I saw him start to pull the gun, I ducked. So I was like, my top half is parallel to the deck. One bullet went in here where my carotid artery is.
Oh, no.
And the other went in through my mouth and out through my jaw. The bullet that went through my carotid, because I was kind of parallel to the deck, it hit my lung and collapsed my lung, and then hit a vertebrae in my spinal cord, which paralyzed me.
You had one bullet go down in your neck where your carotid artery is, and the other one went in your mouth and out the back of your jaw?
Yes.
Listen to me. Holy shit. You look amazing. Doesn't she? You sound amazing. I can't believe you're honest to God. I would never fucking know. Good for you. You're strong as shit. You are.
Well, thank you.
Fuck. This lady gets shot. Look at her. Can you tell?
No.
Not only that, here's another thing I could never tell. She's in a wheelchair. I didn't know that. I said, look at you.
Yeah.
You're fit. She goes, well, when you got to roll around. I was like,
I didn't notice that either. I was about to ask, did she
this
start
is what's
walking?
crazy. The guy shows up, pulls the gun out, tries to kill her and himself. She obviously lives. But the thing is, her mom's in the house. So her mom hears this. Her mom runs out past the dead guy on the porch now, and her daughter's been shot in the jugular and out the face. She's calling 911, and this fucking lady lives. And I mean, she's got such a good spirit.
Yeah.
She's got such a good attitude about things. I mean, she looks great. Facial, like there's no, you could see when she pulled it down.
Pulled up,
yeah,
sure.
but
that reconstructive surgery. Dude. Let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
If you're the mom, you move out of that house. I mean, be honest with me. Do you put it for it on the way back
tomorrow?
From yeah, right.
I'll leave his body there too, like as is.
Yeah. Buy it as is. Yeah.
You ever buy one as is?
Yeah. But I can't. Right? You can't. No way.
Now I think she's beautiful.
Gorgeous.
Okay, and here's what she told me. She said that in the world, she's considered a unicorn because she's a beautiful woman in a wheelchair. And there aren't many of those. And I said, why is that?
Yeah.
And she's like, because mostly men do dumb shit. And I just started laughing.
But
there's
right.
way more men paralyzed because we're doing ramp to ramp jumps and fucking dragging behind tractors and shit.
Although I will tell you this, there's an Instagram account called Drunk People Doing Things or something.
Is it 90% dudes?
No, but there's a lot of girls dancing on tabletops where I'm like, you're a vertebrae away on that one for sure.
All right, this next clip here.
Can I ask you a question about a lot of these people that we've talked about?
Mm-hmm.
There's got to be some crazy inner strength and will to live, right? I mean, not only that, and then to come on a fucking clown's goddamn podcast and share it to the world like that is crazy. And I tell them before we record, look, if there's anything in here you don't think you should say, don't, because sometimes we clip these to show and we do the best ofs and things like that. So just be careful with your story. Nobody knows it. No one knows what the fuck you're going to say until you say it, you know. But like, do you guys ever get into that? Like with her, where did that will to be survive. This person and survive and have this attitude, where did that come from? Do they tell you?
Yeah.
What?
You can subscribe and hear next one.
Damn it, I gotta subscribe.
This guy. Listen to me. This story you're about to hear again, another crazy one. This is from episode 164. This is Matt Burgess. Matt Burgess, a college roommate, committed a triple homicide. Okay. Matt, the guy left their dorm and went to his parents' house. Okay. Matt only knew him and lived with him for 2 semesters, and everyone in the house is about to go on spring break. Okay. Guy, he's a roommate. I only knew him for 2 semesters. I don't know him, but he lives here. Guy leaves to go to his parents' house, okay?
So we all had that week in February off, and just out of nowhere, I got a text from one of my roommates, and he was one of his really good friends, and was like, hey, Matt's parents died in a fire last night. And that was all it said. And I was like, whoa. So I texted him back, and I was like, well, is he okay? And the next text I got was, they think he did it.
First of all, I think I can speak for both of us when I say I smoke too much weed to think my roommate's a murderer. Do you know what I'm saying?
Well, here's the thing. He did it.
Yeah.
He fucking did it.
He did it.
This guy left their dorm,
Did he come back to the dorm after?
drove to his family's house, set the place on fire, killed him, killed his parents. I think his sister might have been. I think he's fucking killed him. And then
where the murders happened was like 2.5 hours away in Old Orchard Beach. He went there and did all this, and then he drove back to Old Town and went back to sleep at our apartment we were renting.
What, did he come home? Yeah, he went home. He went to sleep, bro.
Because he was tired. He worked hard.
He went to fucking sleep, dude.
Oh my God.
He killed not just strangers, his family.
By the
then
way,
drove 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours. That's on your phone. That's not on your mind, or it's on. And then you go home and just knock out.
well, dude, I'm sure he was tired. You know, he worked hard.
This is proof, Tom Segura. You've said it. The sleep after a mass
Makes you
murder,
psycho.
It's got to be the best sleep this dude ever had. That's got to be the best sleep this dude ever had.
He probably was like, phew.
Listen, so relatively recently, Matt is told that there's a podcast out there about this murder. Okay. The one that the guy that he lived with committed. And he goes to listen to the episode. And when he does, this is what he finds. Go ahead. This is what he finds out.
Okay, this is how far after the murder and where is the guy?
About 15 years, and the guy is in prison when he's being interviewed by a psychologist.
Okay, so this guy's been...
Thank you, Kirsten.
The guy's been in jail.
Yeah, he's in prison.
And this is years later.
And years later,
okay,
this guy, the murderer, is now being interviewed for this podcast. And someone tells Matt, they heard this, and they're like, this is your story. So remember, the guy kills his family.
Comes home and goes to sleep.
Comes home and goes to sleep.
In his apartment.
In his home, where he is.
Yeah.
I've done one interview, and the interviewer asked him all these questions. He was like, no. He says in the interview that he's had a compulsion since he was a kid. He's thought of a way to kill every person that he's ever met his entire life. He said in that same interview that the morning that he woke up, he was going to kill everybody in the house. But he slept in.
He slept in.
And we had all got up and gone to work.
That's how good of a sleep it was. He killed those people and he overslept for murder, bro. He overslept for mass murder.
Yeah,
that's how good that sleep was.
This mass murderer hit the snooze button?
Could you imagine finding out years later you were going to be brutally murdered?
I would never sleep
the dude
again.
Slept in? He overslept.
Can I just say he's the worst mass murderer of all time? He's bad.
Don't ask his family. No. To them, he's the best.
When you go home, you don't think you're a suspect or nothing. You go home and you just go to sleep. And then you sleep through your next murder? Like he's not even good at it.
And the guy's planning the whole time, that 2.5 hour drive back. He's like, I'm gonna wipe these motherfuckers out. Let me get some rest. I'm tired.
Yeah, but first.
Let me get some rest.
Yeah, this melatonin's kicking in.
And then he oversleeps for a mass murder. Wow. HoneyDew with y'all. Highlighting the lowlights with y'all. If y'all have a story that has to be heard, please submit it to honeydewpodcast@gmail.com.
Do you think he just came downstairs with a knife and he was like, damn it.
Damn it.
Yeah,
yeah, for sure.
He looked at
like,
everyone
oh no, that's the worst all no.
Yeah, I slept through my
murders.
Oh my God, dude. Do you think he tells that story in jail? I slept through. Yeah, I would have done more.
Yeah, I was trying to kill 6. I got 3 though.
I got real tired.
God. Now this one here, this might be one of my favorite episodes too, having to do with an elderly couple being held hostage. Okay?
I still can't get through somebody who slipped through a murder, dude.
I think about it all the time. I'm not even involved in that story. I think about it all the time. Like, he planned to kill. I've overslept for like getting my daughter to school.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, I'm like, oh my God. He's doing it for murder. Not just one murder.
Couple.
Trying to kill everyone in the house. Everyone in the house.
Dude.
And I've never even considered a human being meeting me across from me and through their computer, they're thinking, how could I kill this guy?
Yeah, that's right.
You know what I mean?
I'm going to wait till morning.
But he said, that guy said every person he met, he thought of a way to kill him. Every person you make. Could you imagine?
No, that sounds exhausting.
That lady, when we were out front today talking, that lady that pulled up to ask directions to the Tesla place, I gave her directions.
Yeah.
He'd be looking at her like, how can I kill this bitch?
You know what? You know what's funny?
Every person.
When you were doing that, I was thinking to myself, I wonder if she thinks Ryan's going to kill her. Because, right? She doesn't know us.
No,
she just walking up to the window.
We look trustworthy. We were,
nice.
And we were, and I gave her good directions.
Yeah, the gray hair makes us trustworthy.
It does.
Yeah.
All right, so this is the next one. This is from episode 166. This is Seth Adams. Now, Seth Adams, his great aunt and uncle in their early 80s were held hostage for hours. All right, so this is what happens. By 7 a.m., this guy that ends up taking them hostage has already escaped from prison. And he's with an inmate, and they steal a car, and they start driving it. And then he shoots the fucking guy he's with, and he sets the car on fire. Okay? So now people are aware, at least the authorities are, that there's two escaped convicts. They arrive at the car. They see that there's now only one escaped convict, and that guy couldn't have gotten far. He's probably locally in the area. Okay. Well, what he's actually doing is watching Seth Adams' great aunt and uncle's house. He's fucking casing that place. Okay. And they happen to be heading to a morning doctor appointment. So while they're at the doctor appointment, he breaks into the house and he takes all their guns in the house because the old man has guns. Mm-hmm. Okay. And then when they come home, he ambushes them and he beats the uncle, but he doesn't touch the aunt. He's got the uncle tied up. And then Seth, the guy telling the story, one of his other relatives is in law enforcement and knows them. So he calls the house to check on them, say, hey, this is going on in your area. You guys okay? And then this is what happens.
My uncle's is the major. I won't, well, it's public knowledge, but I'm not going to say who he is. And he called, and he's not related to them, but he knows them really well. And he's like, and my aunt, I'm trying not to say her name. My aunt answered. He let her answer, but he had a gun to her head. And this is funny, but fucked up. He goes, well, where's so-and-so? And my aunt says, he's a little tied up right now. On the phone. I swear to God, dude.
She used an Arnold Schwarzenegger? She used a Schwarzenegger line?
She fucking dropped it in, dude. She did.
Was she sending a clue, you think?
Well, yeah. So here's what happens next. All right. So now he's got the criminal has a plan to escape.
Yeah.
But he needs the elderly couple to assist him to do it. And here's his plan. Okay.
Well, his plan is, and this is when they know they're going to die. So he says, we're going to go to the bank. You're going to get all your money out and let me take it. I'm going to bring you back. We're going to go get gas. Then I'm going to bring you back. And then I'll take the Jeep with the gas and leave. Well, number one, the bank's not going to let them take all their money out. They're retired. They have a bunch of money. Number two, the bank's going to be closed by the time they get there, which he may have not known that, but they did. So he wants my uncle to drive the truck that's on the side of the house. He's going to be in the back seat behind him, wife in the passenger seat, gun to him, going to go to the bank, get gas, go to the bank.
All right. That's the plan.
So the uncle knows when they get to the bank, it's going to be closed. That's going to be a wrap for him and his wife.
They know it. They also know even if it is open, when they go in and say, give me all our money, they ain't giving them all their money.
Right.
So now they're coming out with whatever the max is, and it ain't anywhere near all of it, and they are also going to be killed for that. So they know that this is it. They know this guy's going to hold a gun to the uncle, go get to the gas station, answer. Now, here's the thing. They said also, if you listen to the episode throughout, he never fucked with the aunt. Something about her being female. Yeah. I don't know if he related to her in some way, but he pistol whipped, he beat the shit out of the uncle, tied him up. He fucked him up. And a man in his 80s who's already injured and going to the doctor and stuff. So he's going to hold a gun, go get gas. We're going to go to the bank. The shit's going to go bad at the bank, and they know that's it. So they know if they get in this fucking car with him, it's fucking done.
And these people are in their 80s? And how old's this dude that escaped? Do you know?
I don't.
But a healthy
Yeah, he's a healthy convict. Yeah. Who's already killed.
Yeah,
he's already killed this morning. This morning.
Lit him on fire.
I don't know if they were buddies. But this morning, lit him on fire. Shot him and lit him on fire.
Which seems overkill.
It's over. It's literally overkill.
Yeah, you really probably just need to do one of those two things.
Sent the message, though.
Yeah. Yo, I got to tell you, man, that Do you, when you listen to these, do you ever think about putting yourself and how you would react in these situations all the time? And do you find yourself?
I try to guess like where they're going to go with the story. I'm like, ooh, what's going to happen here? A lot of times I'm wrong.
Were you right or wrong on this one?
I was not right on this one. I didn't see this coming.
All right,
I didn't see this coming.
Can I throw a guess in there?
Yeah.
Okay. So because he didn't fuck with the woman, she's got to be the one that initiates whatever's about to go down. So you know what? There's one gun he didn't get. This is what I'm saying. There's a gun he didn't get. She gets it. And that's the end of this dude. That's my guess.
All right.
Uncle convinces, hey man, you got my wife at the back porch. You let me go get the truck. I'm not going to leave my wife. I'll go get the truck. I'll drive around back and then y'all can get in. Guy says, okay. So they drive. So my uncle knows there's a 45 in the truck.
My man.
The guy didn't get the 45. So uncle goes, gets in the truck, pulls around to the back. Now they said he was like 5-ish feet from this guy when it all ended. He's got the gun loaded, everything. Opens the door. He yells at his wife, run. He said she ran faster than she's ever seen her run her whole life. Like she just folded. And he pulls up, shoots him in the right nipple. Bullet just goes in his chest and just does a bunch of spinning around and just doesn't come out the back. And he said the dude just went straight back. Wow. Gun jammed after one shot, though. So if he didn't kill him in one shot.
How about that?
That
was it.
Oh, no. Yo, first of all, this dude's
How about
Clint
that?
Eastwood and Gran Torino.
That's right. 80-year-old man had one hidden in the fucking truck and said, let me just pull around.
And as soon as you
And the
said
guy
there was
said,
a bunch
okay.
of guns, I was like, he didn't get all of them.
You nailed
Do
it.
you know what I mean?
It wasn't a lady, but it was the old man.
Yeah, dude. I
Yep.
love that.
Fucking saved his wife, saved him, because they knew if we get in that truck, it's a wrap. And he's like, let me just go get it pulled around, have one hidden in there, and pop.
I would love, honestly, just the visual of an 80-year-old woman running quickly. Yeah, dude.
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah.
Everything's probably popping and tearing her hamstrings. Like, I don't care.
No, fear will make that body go, boy. Go. But
I'll tell you what, after your husband does that, and you two been through that, I hoped they fucked like rabbits.
Yeah, dude, come on.
That adrenaline, oh, man.
Well,
I hope
80-year-old,
I hope they went to Pound Town with each other.
I will tell you what, she had a couple pull muscles from
That's
running.
what I'm saying.
You know what I mean?
It could have just been laying there. I mean, this might be Pound Town for them, but whatever it is, I hope y'all got some. I hope you both got some.
Yeah, it's more like still. I don't know if there's a lot of pounding. There's a lot of land.
How great is that?
That's
That's
amazing.
a good one. That's amazing.
Yo,
That's
I bet you
fucking
that
awesome.
dude was a straight up hero in that town.
Oh yeah.
He hasn't paid for a 4 p.m. dinner since. You know what I'm saying? This dude,
He's eating shorties for free for life. You know,
this
what
dude
I'm
gets free cornbread at Perkins every time he walks in. This dude. You know what I'm
They're like,
saying?
you're still alive? Yeah, it's been 20 years, Carl. Shit, die already.
Throw some ham on that plate. Yeah, dude, I love this dude because, yo, I love the fact too because also at 80, what's he got to lose?
Right. That's right. What do we got to lose, man? We're 80. We're already falling apart. You know, we don't know what we got left.
Yeah.
But also imagine living to 80 and then some shit like that comes at you. Fuck that, man.
Yeah. No,
Homeboy was ready.
Yeah, dude. And
stay ready.
Got pistol whipped.
Yeah. He took a literal beating. He
and
had been tied
enough
up.
Of to come up with this plan. He knew he had a gun in the truck. Yo,
here's the other thing. He could have hit that gas and left his fucking wife. You're like, fuck that bitch. She's your problem now. He could have.
Yeah, that's true.
He could have.
He could have been just like,
he was
you know
in love.
what?
He loved her ass. He's like, I'm gonna swing around here.
Even if you hadn't had the gun, I might just drive right into him.
Yeah, but he's holding her. He's got her on the they're up on the porch.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So that's my mind. It's at least like, he can't run him over.
This is
when he said run, she just bolted and he pulled up, threw the door open and popped one through his titty. And the dude went back. And thank God, because the gun jams. And if he doesn't, it's over for both of them. She ain't getting far. No. Where's she going?
When he said she ran as fast as she could, I'm like, dude, she honestly, you know, an 80-year-old, that's right. An 80-year-old can trip over a rug. That's how far their feet get off the ground. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Oh.
Wow. I can't tell you, like, these all have
The
been
HoneyDew with y'all.
crazy. These are crazy, dude.
We got plenty more here. The holiday season is here, and whether you're traveling back home, doing gift shopping, hosting an entire family, or recovering from the office holiday party, you've got to be staying hydrated. No matter where or how you're hydrating this season, Liquid IV is the hydration brand fueling your well-being, and their hydration multiplier can keep you going through the end of the year and beyond. Now it's available in sugar-free. Choose from 3 delicious flavors. You got white peach, you got green grape, and you got lemon lime. You know we love Liquid IV here. We keep it here at the studio for ourselves, for all the guests. It's something I take out on the road. It's something I like to start my day with. They've been around with us for a while. We rock with Liquid IV, y'all. We believe in it. With 3 times the electrolytes of the leading sports drink, plus 8 vitamins and nutrients for everyday wellness, Liquid IV hydrates 2 times faster than water alone, all in a single stick. Grab your Liquid IV hydration multiplier, sugar-free in bulk, nationwide at Costco, or you can get 20% off when you go to liquidiv.com and use code HoneyDew at checkout. That is 20% off of anything you're ordering when you shop Better Hydration today using promo code HoneyDew at liquidiv.com. You ever feel like money is just flying out of your account and you have no idea where it's going? Well, I know that feeling too, man. It's all those subscriptions, right? Think about it. Between streaming services, fitness apps, delivery services, parenting apps, it's endless. I'm guilty of it too, so I use Rocket Money to help me find out what subscriptions I'm actually spending money on, and I had them cancel the ones I didn't want anymore. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that finds and cancels your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps you lower your bills. I can see all of my subscriptions in one place, and if I see something I don't want, I can cancel it with a tap. I never have to get on the phone with customer service, and time is valuable, all right? They'll even try to get you a refund for the last couple months of wasted money and negotiate to lower your bills for you by up to 20%. All you have to do is take a picture of your bill, and Rocket Money takes care of the rest. Rocket Money has over 5 million users and has helped save its members an average of $720 a year, with over $500 million in canceled subscriptions. Stop wasting money on things you don't use. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions by going to rocketmoney.com/honeydew. That's rocketmoney.com/honeydew, rocketmoney.com/honeydew. Now, let's get back to the do. This is our boy Mike Frampton. Mike Frampton is a three-peat guest on here. Mike Frampton, you've been introduced to Mike Frampton before. We call him the Death Janitor.
Yes, yeah.
Mike Frampton is back. He did a third part, episode 170. This particular episode is. Now, we do have a photo that can accompany this one. Okay, so we just want you to see the photo first here. So just in case you're new to the show, Mike Frampton's job used to be, we called him a death janitor. He would clean up murder scenes, just death scenes, not necessarily murder. You just someone dies, whatever, cleaning up scenes. That's you subscribe to the Patreon, you're gonna see that picture. We can't put that on YouTube. Now, Mike Frampton currently shifted gears, left cleaning up dead things to doing his own donuts. Got a donut business called Tragically Dipped. So if you're up in Toronto area, go get some donuts. This poor dude, I love him. He's like, I went through some. I was like, this is your job. You're looking at this shit every day, all day long.
The first one he did, remember he did that guy who, the gases, and had gases, like he'd been dead for weeks.
He dripped on the lady.
Yeah,
the body died and dripped on this lady. She thought it was her ceiling leaking. It was touching her. It was touching, like, I want new skin. So that photo that you just all saw there, and if you're on the Patreon, you actually saw it, was a result of this right here.
He was 24 years old, and he showed up at his girlfriend's parents' house where she was living. And they had decided they were going to break up, or she had decided they were going to break up because he was cheating. And so he showed up at her parents' house with his rifle, and he stood on the front porch and he knocked on the door, and she opened the door and he shot himself and he killed himself. When I got there, the dad was there. but the mom wasn't. And the daughter wasn't. So I was like, okay, yeah, police station, right? No, the daughter's in the hospital. I said, oh, shock. That's traumatizing. This kid's skull.
Oh no.
Blew apart in a way that it made a triangle piece that ricocheted through the air and cut her jugular.
No.
And she almost died.
No.
Holy shit. Holy shit.
No. No way.
Dude shows up at his girl's place.
No
They're going to break up because
way.
he's cheating, shoots himself, blows his skull apart. This poor girl witnesses it, and a piece of his skull fucking goddamn throwing stars right into her jugular and cuts her neck. And
wait, that's her
that's
blood?
him. No, that's
yeah.
him. That's what's left of him.
Yo.
But that piece formed a triangle and fucking cut her jugular and almost killed her.
Yeah.
Have you ever in your life heard of anything
I
like
wonder.
that? It's the HoneyDew with y'all. Subscribe today.
I wonder what the odds of a piece of someone's skull, dude, and the sharp hitting that exact
and being a sharp piece that could actually slice it.
Yo, dude, she could have been standing an inch this way and been okay.
Yep.
That
could have gone right by her.
Yo, dude, that's a tough way to go. That is a tough way. What happened to her? Well, this is a kind of a long story.
This one, you might want to sit down.
I mean, a fucking, that is crazy. Like a baseball diamond.
A fucking throwing star comes out of his head and slices her jugular, bro.
I bet you that's never happened before. That could have never happened before.
Yeah, it's wild.
Because if you listed like 100 ways that you might die, somebody shooting themselves
and
their skull killing you is probably down there on the list.
It ain't even on my list.
I wouldn't even
think that's what I'm saying. This is stories I tell you. I say it in the intro, unlike anything you've ever heard. And I know people are like, whatever, that's fine. I get it. I would be like that too sometimes. But I'm showing you proof here that these are stories you're not hearing anywhere else. This is the fucking best goddamn show on Patreon. All right? I'm putting my dick on the table.
Listen, dude. Also,
it's your show. It's your show.
It makes you like just walking outside, anything could happen.
Anything.
A piece of skull could come
flying at you from down the street because some dude fucking cheated on his girlfriend. Now you're going, like, what?
No, okay.
Well, we're not done with Mike Frampton. So this next poor guy,
why does he still have that picture?
Which one?
The one with the
So one of the things we talked about, I think on the last episode, is he collects, or actually it was on this episode, he keeps a memento of each thing, something from each scene. He's got something from each scene.
Yeah, like because I've seen a lot of movies. The dude who keeps things from murder scenes is usually the dude who's doing the murdering. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Mike, I understand. Like, I don't understand. Nah. Like, so, okay. All right. Well, you know what I'm saying? If I was at a murder scene, I wouldn't be like, wait, let me get a memento. Let me get something.
I can't remember if I asked him if he had the skull piece or not, but I know he keeps mementos.
Okay.
This next guy, this poor dude, his wife just passed away, and this guy's just having a glass of wine in the hot tub. Okay. And unfortunately for him, he has a heart attack, and dies. But he sits in that hot tub with it on for 8 to 9 weeks before he's found, okay? A roofing crew shows up to do some work on the house, and this is what happens.
And he just sat there, and the tub ran until the water level hit something, I guess, and shut the pumps off so it doesn't blow the jets out. And so when we got there, everything was shut off, and it was just like a big, giant hot tub full of brown soup. And so the coroner went out, and they would have grabbed the bones out of the soup, but all the muscle's gone. When we stirred it up a little bit, there was full hands, like degloved, the skin, all the skin degloved off of everything.
There was
just peeled off, bro.
A skin suit, like legit. What the fuck? So everything slipped out of the skin.
God, yeah.
Broke up.
Yeah. Just like a rib. Just slid off like a rib. Just slid off like a rib, bro. It did.
Like
his whole
legit.
body. His whole body.
Oh my God. And then I love what he gave a vision of stirred it up like you had a giant spoon.
But you hear how he talks about it like it's nothing. Like it's nothing. That was his job.
Oh my God. Brown suit.
Wait, they're not done. They got to clean the mess up.
What for?
They got to clean that up. You can't just leave the scene because it's a house. It's somebody's house.
It's not your house, though.
They my house. You ain't lying. I'm like, we're out of here.
I'd be like, you know what? I bet you they'd hire me in the next county over.
I'll tell you what. You'd be the guy that shows up to do this. I would be the same way. So they hire the septic truck. Okay, they hire a septic company, and they don't know what to fucking do. So like, bring that septic truck out. We'll suck up all this soup. And then the guy gets there, and the guy's like, I ain't fucking doing that. The septic dude's like, you can do it, and shows them how to fucking use it.
Yeah.
So they set it up, and then the construction workers, or Mike's partner says, fire up the jets.
Oh no. Oh no. No, I know exactly.
And then my partner said, go and turn the power on so we can start cycling the jets out. Well, the power kicked off because the jets ran like hot or whatever. And so when I was like, are you sure? And he goes, yeah. So I hit this power breaker and I heard the jets fire up, but I can't see the hot tub. And I hear him gagging and screaming. And what happened was we turned the fucking hot tub back on. So he got sprayed by like 40 jets full of decomp.
40 jets of decomp.
Head to toe. Covered in
covered in it.
And like, this doesn't smell good.
Do you know what?
It went in his fucking eyes. It went in his mouth.
No.
He's gagging and throwing up. He's getting angry.
He's like,
he said he's getting angry. Oh shit, he's getting angry. I'd have been fucking rated to get. I'd have been on the get from the get-go, motherfucker. I wouldn't be it wouldn't be building up. I'd be like, hey, I'm angry now.
Yo.
Man, when did you get angry? When this shit started? That's what. Holy fuck.
Yo. So he's covered in this other dude's insides? Yeah, dude, I might.
Head to toe, bro. In his mouth, in his eyes.
See, here's the deal. I don't know if I ever recover from that. Do you know what I mean?
You don't.
No.
He quit. He's doing donuts. Tragically did.
Yo, if I'm that dude, I'd probably move to the top of a mountain somewhere and just like.
How do you ever get that off you? Ever. Ever. There ain't enough loofahs on this earth to scrub that shit off.
I would actually, I might need that dude's skin from the hot tub.
Dry it.
Yeah, I might dry it out and take mine off. You know what I mean? Yo, by the way, that sounds like an origin story. That's how a supervillain is created. You know, dude. Because brown soup, that means there's organs and stuff.
Oh, everything was in there. Everything. It cooked them. It like a human soup. Like they threw him in as the ingredient, and he just heart attack right away. And then that hot water just cooked them for days and days until it ran low enough below the jets where then the jets overheat and shut off. So they they find whatever's left in this fucking thing. Then they suction cup it out, and then that jackass says, "Let's power up the jets and clean this thing out."
But you know what? He's the one who said power up the jets. Do you know what I mean?
He is the one that said power up the jets.
If he said power up the jets and I was the one who got sprayed, we'd be fighting. I would get fired from my job.
Yeah.
And I would rub it all over him.
All over. Dude.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I would tackle you. I'd be chasing you in that yard, dude.
Yeah, dude. It would be me and you in this together, brother. Yeah, you know what I mean?
For sure.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I think it's worth noting that Mike didn't keep a memento from that story, but his partner did.
Yeah, it's a great point. His partner who got covered like that. That's right. I was wondering which one this was, if it was the next one or this one, but his partner kept the hot tub.
The whole hot tub?
Kept the hot tub. Wait, you ready? You should make you watch the episode for this, but I'm going to give it to you. He kept the hot tub, cleaned it all out, threw a hot tub party, and waited till everybody was in the hot tub and then told them where he got it. Waited, dude. Wouldn't you be pissed?
I'd
be pissed.
Oh,
dude.
my God.
I'm like, what? What? I'll go, I'll be getting out of there. Oh, dude.
Yo, you can't do that to somebody. That's the hot tub that had the man soup in it? Yeah. Oh, fuck you.
We found a dead guy in this, and we cleaned it out, and that's why I got it now.
Ha ha. And I'm a guy who likes pranks, but that... Yo, if you do that to somebody, you have to expect to get punched in the face.
Yeah, more than that. All right, we're going to move on to this next one now.
I thought you were going to be like he kept a bone or... Do you know what I mean? Like a
bone? Yeah. I think that'd be illegal, actually. Highly illegal.
Yeah, I don't know.
A human bone at your house is going to raise some suspicions. Try telling the fucking police it's a souvenir. Good luck with that shit. You're going to jail as soon as you say that.
Yeah, you're probably right.
No, he called it a souvenir. We don't even need to prosecute this motherfucker. He's a serial killer. His whole yard's probably got bones in it.
Yeah, you're probably right. You're probably right. Maybe a hand glove. Maybe just that.
This next guy here, this is episode 154. This is a gentleman named Cody Stradley. Now, Cody Stradley also did biohazard cleanup, okay? And now he's dealing with this one in particular is a lady with dementia who's clogging her sinks and her toilets, okay? And this is what happens.
I don't know how long, man, but I would say for a fucking month, this lady is using her bathtub as the toilet. So there's a fucking 6 inches of piss and shit and toilet paper in this fucking bathtub.
So that's what this lady's doing, collecting her piss and shit in the bathtub. She's a hoarder. She's hoarded herself into the corner, and now she's got nowhere to run and nowhere to hide.
Listen, dude, there was a guy that I knew in college that he was just like, why? When I don't want to have to run to the bathroom when I'm in the shower. So he was like, I just shit and I shove it down the drain with my feet.
No! Ew, he matches it with his
feet.
No! Oh, God, for fucking kid.
Yeah.
That is filthy.
I will tell you, it didn't go very well. They came back and it was a suite, right? It was just flooded with, you're not supposed to shit in the tub, everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Shit.
That's one of the deals. That's why they have a toilet, or they would just have a tub. And so, but it flooded over. This is the same dude. He was on the football team and he ran up to fart in somebody's locker, and it wasn't a fart, it was a shit, and he fucking sprayed shit all over this dude's shoulder pads and thigh pads and his helmet, his entire, and he was like, my bad. He was an offensive lineman, so what are you gonna say to him? But this dude had some definite shit problems. But shitting in a tub and stomping down it.
I've never in my life heard of that.
Yeah. It's, you know why you haven't heard of it?
Because you're not supposed to do it. That's why it's not a thing.
That's right. Not even on TikTok.
So that's what's going on. So now here's what they have to do to handle this situation.
Okay.
The fucking eerie part. It didn't smell when I first walked in. We started sucking up and we broke that fucking film that's on top. And dude, I'm fucking telling you, I cannot.
Look at him. He's uncomfortable still.
I don't know why she put full hot dogs in the bathtub.
You sure she wasn't shitting? You sure she wasn't shitting those full hot dogs?
I don't fucking know what the fuck was going on, man. They had them. They were in the sink. They were in the bathtub. Full fucking hot dogs.
Look at him.
Oh.
Look, he's gagging. He's gagging and he did it. Would you like a hot dog?
Yeah, I'll eat one. I wonder if she was just like, you know what might taste good? You know what might cook this hot
dog? Full fucking hot dogs in the shit, bro. In the shit soup.
Let me tell you something. That has to be.
It's so sick. Full hot water in there. Why?
You know what? Maybe she was just like.
That's a good hot dog.
Maybe she was trying to kill the smell. And she was like, you know what might kill this smell?
You think these kill the smell of that?
No, dude, I don't think so.
Because they don't.
Yeah, but I'm trying to make sense of somebody who was shitting in the tub. You know what I mean? There has got to be. Because isn't there a time, doesn't she break the seal every time she shits in the tub?
Oh, God. I got to put my hot dog down.
Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Every time she's...
I didn't think of that.
And
yeah, I guess there's a film over it every time, and every time she drops on it, it breaks. Or
And then-
pisses in it, breaks. Oh, God.
I'm with you though. My hope is that she
Kirsten brought those hot dogs.
is
They're
that she
delicious.
swallowed the hot dog hole and shit it out whole.
Listen, I have certainly, back in my drinking days in college and shit, eaten a 7-Eleven Big Bite. It was in there for hours, and then I would throw up, and it would come out in 2 pieces.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
And it looked like you could literally pick it up and eat it again. I don't know if that happens out of your asshole. I don't know. It goes through some things.
Yeah, dude.
You know what I mean? It doesn't just sit here and come right back up.
You know what though? But that it's trying to make sense of somebody who was shit in a hot tub. So the hot dogs actually kind of make sense. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Because you and I aren't like, you know what this shit tub needs is 8 kill bosses. You know what I mean? That's not a thing. Yeah. Well,
all right. We're gonna move on.
Does he have a souvenir from that?
This guy's got a wild story as well. The HoneyDew with y'all. If you got a story that has to be heard, please submit it to honeydewpodcast@gmail.com. Best show on Patreon. Best money you're going to spend. I promise you that. All right, this next guy, again, another crazy story. We're past a lot of the gross stuff. If that's not up your alley, hey, we're past it. Kind of. Episode 163. This is Tyler Farnham. Tyler Farnham is a skydiving instructor who's bringing his mom for her first jump, okay, ever. And he's going along with her. And on the way down, Tyler, his parachute gets tangled.
The last thing I remember, I was spinning completely sideways. And the last thought I had was, I think I'm going to die. This must be it. And then everything just went black. And as soon as I lost consciousness, which I think it's from that centrifugal force, but then also just fright, you know what I mean? So like losing consciousness, I landed in the field right next to the runway, I'd say about 6 feet from the paved runway. I landed in the grass and I caused an indentation in the earth.
Dude hit so hard, his body caused a dent in the earth.
Well, he jumped out of a fucking plane, right?
Yeah. But the chute was out a little bit.
Oh,
it
it
was
was.
slowing him, but it tangled. So it wasn't stopping him. He was still hurtling.
Where was his
down.
mom?
His mom, it's a great question because we're about to see, but his mom is about to jump. So she's literally in the air above watching her son plummet.
Rob Stevenson, he was the first one to respond over to me because he saw what was going on, saw this commotion, and he said I resembled a rag doll. He's like, your legs, arms, everything point in different directions. And he knew he had some first aid knowledge. So he's like, first thing we need to do is get an airway. So I had a full face helmet on. So he had to take the helmet off. I had blood coming from my eyes, nose, mouth. Everything. Yeah, man. So like I was choking on my teeth because I knocked out 9 teeth.
Okay. Here's the thing, bro.
Choking on your own teeth?
After you fucking hit the earth, okay, out of a plane, bro. And here's the thing. His mom is a nurse. Okay, his mom also has a bunch of her nurse friends who've come to watch her make her first jump. And he said his mom always told him that a nurse has a look on their face when things aren't good. They're very good, stoic, they keep it together. But he said you can tell that this nurse is like, so his mom is now, she's floating, slowly floating down. And there's this whole commotion on the ground. She doesn't know it's her son. And as she's floating down, she looks over to her group of nurses and she said they all had that nurse face, like some shit. And that's when she was like, oh, fuck, that's my kid. And so his mom watches him plummet to the earth and dent the earth, fucking bleed from the eyes, choke on teeth. And look at him. He lived.
Wait,
lived.
So what? Okay. You gotta join the Patreon. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. I got a bunch of questions, dude.
Yeah.
Like
all of them are answered in the Patreon. Subscribe today.
What? So was he conscious, like, and can remember being on the ground and having that dude over him?
No, he said the last thing I remember, he's being told this.
Right.
I came over, I did this, I took your helmet off, you were bleeding from the eyes. Well, I think they medevaced him out of there. Like, that dude's arms and legs were in all different directions. And again, looks fucking great.
Wheelchair?
No, he's not in a wheelchair.
Let me ask you a question. When you're doing that, and this is, I mean, I know
and
most
he's
people
spinning like this.
This is what I'm at. I think I would want to pass out.
Yeah, I would you would have to, right? Like, you know that lady in that fucking metal, you've seen that? There's no way that woman was conscious. There's no way.
And here's the thing, like, first of all, I'm for sure shitting myself. I'm for sure the whole bowels, everything's going. And I want to be unconscious. Because I also think limp, you have a better chance of surviving than tense like this. And do you know what I mean? And if I hit the ground, I think I'm going to be tense.
You're definitely, if you're awake the whole time going down, you're like, you're definitely going to tense up and then shatter like glass.
Oh, dude.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
And your mom's coming to watch and sees your...
Dude.
Now this next one, go ahead. You have something to say?
Yeah, like, what is this dude? Well, I'll join the Patreon.
Join the Patreon, bro. Episode 142. Now, this is Tyler Kelly. This young man was unfortunately in a work accident that left over half his body with 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th, which I didn't even know there were, degree burns. They're clean. So what happened? Isn't
that just dust?
It might be, bro. Like, he sneezes and his forearm's gone.
Yeah, that seems.
That's it. Just fucking hand falls to the ground. Like, God damn. All right. This poor guy, his job, he's cleaning ash from the ducts of a coal burning plant. Okay. And some shit goes wrong. And this is what happens. He goes in to do that. There's an explosion. And this is what happens. So you do have all your fingers. So look at his hands. But your pinky on this side.
See the skin coloration. And his fingers are
forearms. Jack, fingers.
All right. So he gets burned like that. Now.
And the burns are on his hands.
Well, he's got burns everywhere on his body, but he's showing us what he can, basically. Now, here's what happened.
Hard hat's gone. All I have is my respirator. I thought what my gloves were was actually when I stepped outside and my arms hit that cold air, they just swelled up and slid off.
The gloves?
Like snake skin. No. My skin.
Oh my God.
I had 3'6" of my.
Listen.
That's why my fingers are drawn up like that.
Listen,
I have a lot of because the fingernails held the skin on.
Oh, they're just holding the skin on, bro. The fingernails are holding it down this way.
Oh my God.
Holding the skin on. Thank God for fingernails. I'm never gonna bite mine again.
I want to tell you something. I always wondered what they were for, but they're there to keep your skin on, I guess. I'm always like, what are these for? They keep your skin on.
Keep your skin on, dude.
Yeah, the toenails and the fingernails keep the whole thing together. I had no idea.
Dude, that's a work accident that burned him like that, but bad. And his buddy's in there, so he's trying to help him too, and they're stuck in this duct, just getting torched. So now he's at the hospital, and as I know as well, in order to leave, they want him to pee, okay? But he can't. So the same thing they did to me, they threatened shoving a catheter in your dick hole.
Why do they need him to pee?
They need to make sure you're functioning properly before they release you. You need to be able to pee on your own. And if you can't, they stick a fucking catheter in you.
Nope.
And he's that same thing. So he's the same way. He's like, fuck that. I'm not taking a catheter. And all he wants is, he says, if there's just some air on my dick, if someone just blows on my dick, I'll pee. And so he asked the nurse to do it, and the nurse got pissed. He got mad.
Well, doesn't he have like a friend or something?
He's got a couple people in there.
And I asked my mom, that was just weird to ask your mother to blow on your dick. But my sister volunteered. She's a trooper. She volunteered.
She is.
So when she blew on my dick, they couldn't get the urinal in front of it fast enough. So I pissed all over her face. So that might be the only golden shower she'll ever get in her life, was from her own brother.
Have you ever heard anything like that in your life, bro? I'm telling you. What are you waiting for? Subscribe now.
By the way, I hope you got her a good Christmas present.
He said that might be the only golden shower she ever gets from her brother. Jesus Christ.
Or maybe she likes it now. Maybe she's like, I didn't hate that. Yo, dude, how do you repay your sister for that?
I don't know if you can.
How?
I don't know.
By the way,
how else?
Can I ask you another question?
Please ask.
Is it common knowledge that if someone blows on your dick, you have to pay? Is it just air?
He knew, though. He knew. I told him I know what it feels like. I remember hiking and just having to piss and going over by a big tree and hot because I'm very paranoid about getting someone saying you're a sexual pervert, jerking it or something when I'm just taking a piss. And when that wind hits,
really?
You've never? Next time there's a good breeze and you're somewhere safe, whip it out and take a leak. And that wind dancing on your dick and balls is magical.
Well, I think that's probably true also, but I don't know if it would make me.
I don't have a sister. So. Yeah. And my mom died.
Wait.
But dude asked his mom, listen, do you have a good relationship with your mom?
Yeah. Not
Could
that
you?
good.
Right.
Nah.
Would you ever?
Nah, I'm picking
And the
death.
sister volunteered. He didn't ask her. She's like, I'll do it.
Yeah,
like,
I love
what?
that. Yeah.
He said she's a trooper.
Yo, I first of all, if I'm her, I'm gonna need some I'm gonna need some payback. I'm gonna need something. You have to do something for me. You peed all over my face, which means probably in my mouth too.
Probably. And eyes.
Yeah.
It's always in the eyes too, probably for sure.
Well, either that made them way tighter or they don't talk anymore.
What happened between you guys? It's a long story. Subscribe to the Patreon. You'll hear it. All right. We got two more. Here. All right. This next guy, Austin Thorne. Now, Austin Thorne is from episode 152. All right. Austin Thorne shot his home. First of all, you got to watch the rest of the episode to see this. He had a serial killer aunt. Okay. That's just one of the stories. But the other story is that he shot his own eye out. And here's what happens to shooting his own eye out.
I put on full auto on my paintball gun and start blasting it away. And as I release the trigger, it keeps shooting for another 3 or 4 seconds. It's a big issue. So I decided, okay, well, I'm going to try and fix this. So I empty the hopper, which carries all the paintballs. And then I shot once and then immediately turned the gun around. But rather than being smart and turning it around so that I could just see the gun like this, I turned the gun around so the barrel was facing towards me. So I pulled the trigger, immediately turned it. And as it was turning, apparently a paintball didn't come out of the hopper or something. There was still one in there. And it just went off again immediately as it crossed in front of my eye. And I didn't know this at the time, but it blew it up into 6 pieces and my retina was out there on the ground somewhere.
You ever heard the sentence, my retina was out there on the ground somewhere?
That sounds like...
You can't on the honeydew with y'all. Have you ever?
No, it sounds like a Nirvana lyric.
Bro.
That is crazy. Are you kidding me?
My retina was on the ground.
Yeah, that's
out there somewhere.
Yo, so, okay. So what happens then? What's left? Just a hole in his head?
Oh, that's a great question. Why don't we finish watching? He'll show us.
Show us?
This thing has been...
Was he going to take it out?
Wow, the abuse this poor eye's gone through.
Is it bad? This is what he does with his eye.
Oh, yeah. I've thrown this thing as hard as I can at my coworkers.
Holy fuck.
Oh, I'm a little shit with it.
How heavy is it? Is it like a marble weight? Like what sort of weight is it for our eye?
Yeah, I'd say probably like a marble. Like,
is it like a paintball pellet?
No.
Thank you. Thank you for God. Wait,
no.
Thank you. Go back. Wait, yeah.
No, it's just
God damn. Look at it, dude. He throws at it, people.
Yeah, easy.
He throws it at people. Look at him putting it in. It's all fleshy back there. Look at it.
Dude, easier in the contact, see?
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
Okay. At my shows, every now and then, I'll bring somebody on stage. And if it's a late show and I'm taking mushrooms, I do this thing called the dance off, where I'll have people on stage and I have my guitar, And then I make them do interpretive dance behind me, and the winner gets $100. Mm-hmm. Well, one woman gets on stage, and I said, tell me the name of your best dance move. And she said, the Cyclops. And I was like, I wonder. Mm-mm. And I said to her friends, I go, have you all seen this dance? And they were like, oh, yeah. And I said, am I going to like it? And they were like, we think you're going to like it. So she started dancing, and then she just fucking popped her eyeball out and started doing like this in front of my face. And I was like, nope. Fucking nope. Because I was surprised, just like that one. I thought they were all like Bond villain eyes, like eyes.
Yes, like an eye.
But they're not. What the fuck is that?
That's a picture he sent so you can see. You wanted to know what it looked like.
Oh!
There it is, bro.
Yo, if I ever get pulled over by the cops, that's what they would see when they walked up to the window.
This is why I'm driving. What do you mean, why am I driving erratic? This is why.
I can't. Yeah, I'm having a hard time seeing this part of the road.
Oh, God.
That is the best picture, except the left eye part. But everything else, because.
Look at it. Get in there, Kirsten. Look at it.
Oh. Yeah. Yo, dude. I guess he would have to fuck with people, right?
What do you think we would do if we had a fuck one eye? We would do that dumb shit.
You know what
I would
do?
Absolutely throw it at somebody.
For sure. I would put it on my finger and be like, let me take a look at that. You know what I mean? I would do shit like that.
You got something in your eye.
Let me see behind your head for a second. Oh, yeah. That's yo.
All right. We have one more to go here, guys. This has been a lot of fun. Thank you for doing this. We're not done yet. We're going to go out on a fun little one here, a little lighter, upbeat one.
Upbeat?
A little bit. I feel for this show, it's upbeat. It's not, but if you're on this show, shit ain't going good. You know what I'm saying? So here we go. This is from episode 144. This is Kenneth Trevathan. All right. Okay. Kenneth had a brain tumor that grew undiagnosed for years. All right. And his head, his feet, and his height, he grows 2 inches. He's a full-grown man.
Yeah.
All growing, his head, his feet. So I'm like, did your dick grow? He's like, no, it's the only goddamn thing that didn't grow.
That's what happened to Tony Robbins.
What?
He had that tumor.
Uh-huh.
He had a tumor pressed up against whatever that gland was that made him a giant.
Is that right?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
He went from 5'10" to 6 foot, this guy. His feet got bigger, his head got bigger, everything.
No shit.
There is a particular hormone that came back. It's called prolactin, which, if you know what that is, it's the hormone that when females get pregnant, it's what makes the milk in their breasts.
Hell
right?
Yeah.
Guys have it as well. We just don't have a lot of it. Right. So our level is supposed to be somewhere between 2 and 17. That's what the level in your body is supposed to be. When my blood panel comes back, I was just shy of 1,600. One part I guess I didn't bring up is at the time that they found it, my daughter's going to kill me. But at the time that we found it, my daughter's starting to kind of go through her puberty stage. So she's going through like, hey, man, why is my shirt hurting? When I wear my shirt, why is it hurting my chest? Isn't that? I'm having the same exact thing. I'm like, yeah, why is my shirt hurting while I'm wearing my chest? That's one of the things that brings it on. Is like you start developing like female. You start. You and
your daughter grew titties together.
Yeah, titties together.
You guys go bra shopping together?
This guy grew titties with his daughter. I feel like I'm about to do the same with my daughter.
What a great bonding experience.
Poor bastard had a brain tumor and grew titties with his daughter.
Wait, did milk come out of him?
No, he didn't get the milk. Well, no, he didn't get the milk.
Because he said that's what generates the milk.
Yeah, it's what generates the milk.
Yo,
oh, shit,
dude.
he grew titties with his daughter.
To what size?
I gotta watch the Patreon, bro.
You can't. Was he a healthy B cup? Did he come through? Does he still have him?
Did he come through? For who?
For all of us.
Who's counting on his titties right now?
I am, for fuck's sake. To tell you the truth, I want to see what's his name?
His name is Kenneth Trevathan.
Yo, Kenneth. Did he show you his titties?
You gotta watch the episode.
Oh my God.
He's better now, thank God.
Oh, his titties went away.
Well, I think so. It didn't look like he had titties there.
No, it didn't.
Listen, that is it. Before we wrap up, though, I do want to say I want to give a special shout out to. Unfortunately, we had a guest who he came and he did an episode and he passed away, and I want to give him some love. His name's Daniel Poirier. I hope I pronounced that correctly. And his episode was 149. All right, he had at the time he spoke with me. He had an inoperable stomach tumor. And he passed a couple months ago, and his wife had reached out and said, hey, can I get that episode? So we sent that to her as well. And I just want to say thank you. I mean, we get people like that coming on and they're passing away, or they're going through something right now and they may not be here in a few months. So again, thank every single one of you out there who've done the show. Thank every single one of you who have subscribed to the show. Thank all of you out there for all your support on all of my stuff, my podcasts, my new podcast, The Way Back, my special, the album. We're on Spotify video now, all of it. Thank you so much. None of this will be possible without you guys. Please subscribe to the Patreon. Have a great holiday. Thank you, Josh Wolf, for coming back on.
Can I say something about you, man?
You can say whatever you want.
Listen, this is why there's nobody else who could do this show. What you've always been great at, even with especially with this podcast, is giving people a play. People say shit to you that they don't say to other people.
Right? Yeah, they do.
And you are a great combination of understanding, but also and great at listening. But also, look, man, it's not easy to interject comedy in the topics, in the subjects that you're an expert at it by doing it in a fun, non-offensive way to the people who are bearing their souls to you, dude. There's very few people who could do what you do. It's so fascinating to watch.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I do appreciate it.
That's awesome.
And I love you, and I support all that you do. So please promote, plug it all.
ComedianJoshWolf.com for tour dates, everybody. New Year's Eve, we're in Phoenix, me and Jacob and Adam Ray. And then tour date, I'll be out and about everywhere, but take a listen to the podcast that I did with Jacob. It's called Hey Man. It's really maybe my favorite thing I've ever done. I feel so lucky right now to be able to combine work with my family. It's really been the best time of my life. And being on the road with him, man, is really like...
I love that you've been able to do that. I love that you've done that.
That's the best thing I've ever done.
I love
That's the best thing.
I love it. I'm proud of you. Good
thank you so much for having me, dude. These are always my favorite.
Dude, you're always our favorite to do this. It's always fun. And as always, Ryan Sickler on all social media, ryansickler.com. We'll talk to y'all next year.